Wagwan, a Rastastock, the one and only Rastastock in a real life. Oh, you mean? AKA the higher being. More fire, more fire, more fire. Alright, guys, we're going to talk about Bitcoin and Tesla. Alright? Because, guys, I believe in the near future, we're going to use cryptocurrency as a new type of currency. Maybe not right now, but maybe in 2055, 2060, 2070, who knows? Okay, guys, because you know the tech king himself, Elon Musk, is starting to accept Bitcoins, right? They're starting to accept Bitcoins for what? For what? For what? Say it with me. To buy Tesla cars. And people, listen, that right there alone is just the icing on the cake. Because Square, the company that owns Cash App, right? Yes, people, the company that owns Cash App. So if you didn't watch my Cash App Got Me Thinking video, go and check it out, because on Square's Cash App, you could start buying Bitcoin. All right? And pretty soon, I believe that Mr. Musk himself did tweet stating that Dogecoin is going to be the next big thing. But hey, Visa and PayPal is now looking into buying Bitcoin. Okay? And if you have these major companies backing Bitcoin, it's only a matter of time before we start using it as currency, people. So, guys, my honest opinion, right? Bitcoin coming together and joining with Tesla, and
Squared, Visa, PayPal coming together
and joining with
and
Tesla,
getting involved with Bitcoin.
right?
Let me know what
Visa
you guys think, honestly.
With Tesla.
What you think is going to happen.
What do you guys think is going to happen? Cryptocurrency, say it with me, cryptocurrency is going to be the new currency. And I think that's a big tax break for the company, okay? In the long term, all right? In the long term. But I am not a financial advisor, okay? This is just my opinion, just for educational purpose only. But I believe you cannot underestimate this strategic and tactical play, because the only way you get taxed on your Bitcoin unless you decide to sell. So let's just say if they decide, Tesla, PayPal, Squared, and Visa decides to hold their Bitcoin for the next 5 to 10 years. That's a lot of tax break for they get right there. And that is disruptive. Okay? When I say that is disruptive, that alone right there is very disruptive. But guys, like I said, I am not a financial advisor. All right? But I'm going to let disruptive wealth creation across the pond from the UK share his thoughts on Tesla, Bitcoin, and just to hear his point of view, people. All right? Not only my point of view, his point of view, people. So, disruptive wealth creation, the floor is yours, my brother.
Hi guys, my name is Steve from Disruptive Wealth Creation. First of all, I'd like to say greetings to Rastastocks friends and followers in the USA. Today I want to just talk a little bit about Tesla and about Bitcoin, two of my passions, and give you just a little idea as to why I invest in both and why maybe you might want to consider it. So Tesla, very large company, there's lots going on. You've got the Tesla cars, you've got SpaceX, you've got Solar City, you've got Neuralink. I could spend all day talking about them, but we just haven't got the time. So what I'd like to do is I'd just like to take a little example of what Tesla are doing. And I think we could find that in the workplace. So the first thing about Tesla is that they like to build their factories from scratch. They don't like to buy an old factory and then start putting it together and trying to fix it. Why? We've got technology, we've got robots, there's so much going on. You're better off just starting from scratch and making it work quicker, better and more efficient. So when Tesla build factories, they're big factories. And what's interesting about them is that they always paint them white inside, and they also have lots and lots of windows, and they have lots and lots of skylights. So two things come from that. Firstly is that it's a great environment because you've got natural light coming in. And secondly, it looks more like a laboratory where they're testing things and making innovative things happen rather than an old-fashioned, dirty old factory. So it's a great environment to be in. And what's also good is that the workers, they work together. So you've got the white-collar workers who are the guys that design the product, okay? They work alongside and together with the technicians, the guys that actually manufacture the product that the designers have created. So by working together, by talking together, they can make the products a lot better. And that helps everybody. So that's like really good news, and that's actually quite revolutionary because, as you probably know, in a lot of factories, what you find is you find the boss sits at the end of the corridor with a closed door, doesn't talk to anybody. You've got a hierarchy of people that are competing against each other, working against each other. Well, that sort of climate is all old-fashioned. It doesn't work, it doesn't help anybody, and you don't get that sort of environment at Tesla. So in a nutshell, because they're doing such a great job, it means that with 3,000 workers at Fremont, for example, and 160 robots, between them, they can make 400 cars a day, which is actually incredible. So I said that's just one little snippet of what Tesla is doing, and they're also doing that, obviously, or they're going to be doing it at their other factories. So the future's bright at Tesla, and it all sounds promising, and that's why I invest in Tesla. Okay. So then the next question we want to talk about is Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin has been around since 2008, and now one Bitcoin, if you were to try and buy it, would cost you between $50,000 and $54,000. So it's a lot of money. A lot of companies and organisations like Tesla and other people, they've been buying into Bitcoin. And what they're doing is basically, they call it a hedge. And by that what we mean is that it's always a good idea not to keep all your eggs in one basket. Okay? So we know that, for example, in America, we've got the stimulus going on, we've got the pandemic, so there's lots and lots of money being spent. And people are printing money and printing money and printing money. And you know, the more you print, the less the value of the currency becomes. Okay, so basically, Bitcoin is just somewhere else you can put your money and invest in it, so that if for any reason things go wrong or things don't work out, you know, you've not lost everything. You may have only lost a portion of your assets, and not all your assets. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to give you like a little example of what I think, how Bitcoin actually works and how it could help a person. So let's just imagine you have a house. You spent 20 years saving money, working hard, and you've bought a house and you've got a house. And then one day, unfortunately, what happens? A big hurricane comes along and it blows your house down. So what you then do is you then approach the insurance company. And the insurance company says, sorry guy, but do you know what? You missed a couple of payments, so you're not actually insured. Or alternatively, what the insurance company might say is, you know what? That wasn't a normal hurricane. That was actually an act of God. And we don't cover for act of God situations, so we can't pay you out. You've lost your house, and that's just tough. Well, just imagine Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin is an artificial sort of currency. You can keep your Bitcoin on your mobile phone. Now, what that means is that, let's say, for example, there was a war, or let's say something happened. You can't take your house with you. You might go in the house and think, well, you know, I'll go and take a few of those valuable items that I've got, but there's only so much you can carry. But if you've got Bitcoin, you can have thousands of denominations to the value in Bitcoin, and all you need to do is just take your mobile. And then when you move on and find another place, then you can sell your Bitcoin just using your mobile phone. It takes a couple of seconds, not a problem. So, as I say, the thing about Bitcoin is that Bitcoin is a digital currency that sits either in your mobile phone or on your computer, and it's not like gold, which weighs a ton if you have to carry it and run away or go somewhere. As a last thought, what I'd like to do is I'd like to mention a word and see whether you recognise what that word means. The word is FOMO, spelt F-O-M-O. What FOMO means is fear of missing out, okay? So basically what I'd say to you is we've got Tesla, which is a great company, we've got Bitcoin that's doing really well, and all I would say to you is FOMO. Don't have that fear of missing out. If you can afford it and you're not worried, or you've got your education, you've done your due diligence, either go out and get some Tesla shares or else try and invest a little bit in Bitcoin. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you can afford it, do it. And don't fear that you've missed out on an opportunity, because these opportunities don't come knocking on the door very often. Anyway, a big thank you to my friends there in America, Rastastocks. Look forward to getting in touch with you soon. And thanks for the opportunity of talking to you. Thank you.
Welcome back, guys. I see you guys listen to Disruptive Wealth Creation. He shared his thoughts, and I hope you guys learned something from it. Alright, if you guys are interested in learning more from Disruptive Wealth Creation, subscribe to his channel. He's very much tapped in and very much informed. And he look at stocks that I'm not paying attention to, and I look at stock that he's not paying attention to either. But guys, we are not financial advisors. This is just for educational purposes only. Alright, what I like for you guys to do is, as you notice, you see my phone in my hand, and need you guys to whip out your phones. Whip out your phones, do your due diligence and your research. Okay, your phone is your best friend, and hence Google is also your best friend. Alright, but this was Rastastocks and Disruptive Wealth Creation's thoughts, right? And we like for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share to your aunties, uncle, brother, sister, whoever, guys. You get me? Whoever. So we could continue to put out content for you guys. And we are going to put out content for you guys regardless. So let us know in the comment section if there's any more topics you want me to talk about or Disruptive Wealth Creation wants to talk about. On that note, guys, remember, subscribe to Rastastocks and also subscribe to Disruptive Wealth Creation. Disruptive Wealth Creation. Peace.